Hey there, YouTube. Back with another Vampire Counts quick battle. This time I'm up against Norsca. I'm going to be rocking Kemmler here with Double Crypt Horror, Claw of Nagash, a Necromancer on a horse, Black Knights, and a bunch of chaff. Got Graveguard here in the center, one of them being the Sternson, the other two being Great Weapons. And my opponent has brought a pretty strong force of Norsca here. Double Mammoth, one of them being the War Shrine, triple Ice Trolls, and double Javelin Throwers here with a Marauder Champions on the left flank for him. So I noticed that, shockingly, my opponent was not rushing forward here. I'm actually going to speed it up a little bit because he's playing quite defensively here, which I thought was odd as a Norscan player. So I'm going to rush Kemmler up and try to get a spell off in his face. But first I kind of want to talk about the spell a little bit here. So we're looking at the Gaze of Nagash here, which is a magic missile spell. It only costs 7 wins of magic if you regular cast it. I think it's 14 for an overcast. It is strong versus single combatant, good from a high angle, which I don't think being on a horse is technically a high angle, but it's good against armor and it's good against large combatants. So Wulfrik the Wanderer is definitely checking off some of those boxes here. So we're going to go for the cast and see if we can't provoke him into advancing. And bada bing, bada boom, almost 2k damage with one spell. That was the regular cast too, so when I see that damage chunk off his HP bar there, I'm like, holy cow, I'm going to be going for an overcast next time. So as long as he's sitting back like that, we're just going to be waiting for that spell to come off cooldown. I'm going to tuck Kemmler back just in case they do advance on me. I'm surprised to see that he doesn't have any missile cavalry, which I would have been in dire straits if he had brought them, because I don't really have anything to chase it down. He's still sitting back though at this point. So we are going to be looking for another cast. So I'm going to scoot Kemmler up here, get him in position while that spell's coming off cooldown. I think he notices that I'm trying to get another snipe off on him, because if I remember correctly, he starts moving these moving these guys off. Yep, just out of range of the spell. So I scoot Kemmler up again, really trying to get another cast off on this. If I can get him down to 6k HP before he even gets close to us, that's going to be pretty devastating for him. Still getting some risky positioning going here. I know Kemmler's faster than these spearmen though, so even if they do catch him by chance, I know I'll be able to get him free. I thought about shooting that gap, but then I saw the javelin throwers. I didn't want to risk it. Not worth getting my Lord snipes this early in the battle. I try to get Kemmler off to the side in the trees over here and maybe sneak him around for a snipe on, for another gaze onto Wulfrik, but that doesn't end up paying off. But yeah, still posturing here. My poor Necromancer's down to half health from stroking that Forbidden Rod. But that's his lot in life. That's exactly what he's here for. Also have the Gaze of Nagash, or the Claw of Nagash rather, generating some wins for me. Here I go again, sneaking Kemmler off to the side, almost getting a volley of javelins to the face, which would have been pretty painful, him being on a horse and all. But Wulfrik starts moving off to the left, so I'll eventually pull Kemmler back since he's still being so passive with his force. Let me know if you guys know if this is a legit Norscan strategy or if this guy's maybe a newer player. I've never seen a Norscan sit back like this before, so I start thinking about charging this Marauder Champion here because he's just sitting still, so it would have been a devastating charge. But I think better of it with the Mammoths being that close. They would have definitely wrecked my cavalry. I see he's back to posturing and hiding Wulfrik off to the side, which, trust me, I don't mind. Oh, here we go. Another cast of Gaze and Nagash. This time it's overcasted. Ooh, missed a couple of the missiles there, so it only ends up doing about 700 damage, which is really unfortunate. but still not too bad. It's free damage. We did take a little bit from the miscast there. Still got a Forbidden Rod going here. And it's all posturing from here on out. I'm very happy to sit back and just keep casting Gazes of Nagash at his lord for as long as he'll let me. So it's even getting close to the point where I'm going to have to start healing my Necromancer to keep the winds going. So yeah, I'm going to do fast forward it here a little bit because, again, my opponent is just absolutely sitting back. I think we might get one more cast off. Yep, here's another one. Down to 7,600 HP. So we knocked off about 3k. Let's see, how much damage have you done, Kemmler? Yeah, 2,800 damage on Wulfrik for free, which is worth 800 gold. 3 casts of Gaze and Nagash, one of them being overcasted. We get his Mammoth into the forest here, which is a huge mistake by my opponent. He casts the, I can't remember what it's called, Boat Spell, and completely misses. But Wulfrik's here in the back against my great weapons, which they're going to do okay against him. But once I bring the Crypt Horrors in here to poison Wulfrik, he's going to get wrecked. So yeah, his speed goes down to 23. Let's see, what else is the poison doing to him? Loses damage, speed, yeah, so he's getting absolutely wrecked. We get a surround over here. I did summon Krell in hopes that the War Shrine would stay over there, but he moves the War Shrine back over. I healed my Necromancer to keep the winds going. And then I get my Black Knights on the left flank here to get a nice charge in on those Javelin Throwers. We are very happy to take this blob fight with the Claw of Nagash. I just have to keep the War Shrine away from it, because or anybody that he imbues fire damage on. Drop Undeath Resurgent, and I'm trying to get a zombie summon down here to trap Wulfrik in there for longer, because he's down to 5,000 HP right now, and he has not gotten a whole lot done. Only 850 value on Wulfrik. I do have Kemmler in here, because with the Cloak of Mist and Shadows, he's going to be just fine sitting in there, kind of baiting the Mammoth over to Krell, so we can get some more damage down on him. My opponent is doing a nice job of bouncing Wulfrik back and forth to get over here and take some of these Graveguard out. We were able to shatter one unit of the Javelin Throwers, so I need to get that Cavalry back over here and start hammering from the back. We break the other unit of Javelin Throwers. Again, another zombie summon here to try to lock this War Mammoth in place. Krell is really good against large opponents, but he is so bad at sticking to them because he's so immobile. So yeah, that's kind of the unfortunate downside trade-off with Krell. But I am able to trap him with Heinrich and the zombies, so Krell's able to get a little bit of damage down. Let's see if we can see his damage value here, because otherwise you won't really be able to see it. Oh boy, I'm struggling here. Only 300 damage, and he's already crumbling, I think. Yeah, he's going to start degrading here shortly, so that's kind of unfortunate. But Wulfrik is super low. I think I tried to shotgun one of the Mammoths with the Gaze and Nagash again. Let's see if I can see that here. Yep, I got a shotgun. Oh, this is, I think it's just a zombie summon. So yeah, 4 Gazes of Nagash, almost 5,000 damage from Kemmler. Not too bad. That's about 28 winds of magic. Actually, one of them was overcasted, so it would actually be 35. So not horrible, but I mean, the end result is I take out, or take down 2 of his, really strong components of his army. So now it's just a grind fest, so I'm going to fast forward it here. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to go over the Gaze and Nagash and how it can actually be pretty strong into some of these opponents. I think, granted, my opponent did kind of play this one a little poorly in my opinion. I think he definitely should have rushed me. I don't see any purpose in you sitting back as Norsca. It just gave me time to keep my winds up and get free spell cast off onto Wulfrik. So that's, all she wrote for Norsca there. I was pretty impressed with the damage, especially on the first cast when it was just a normal cast of Gaze of Nagash. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. 5,600 damage on Kemmler, which is absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. being that he is a true wizard. The cavalry did great, shutting down those javelins and hammering the backline. The Grave Guard were pretty much just there to hold. Same with the Spearmen here. Claw of Nagash getting 1400 value, and then the Crypt Horrors coming in with the poison. I had brought the Crypt Horrors mostly to protect the Claw of Nagash, but they also can do pretty well into some lightly armored infantry. I'm going to be showing that actually in another video that I'll be posting soon. But yeah, so I really want to hear from some Norscan players if any happen to catch this video. Is this a legit strategy to kind of play defensive Norsca? Kind of doesn't make sense to me, so please let me know. But yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one.